good morning. I hope you're all doing amazing. I would like to talk a little bit about my experience on the astral travel. The ones that know me knows that I dream everything, that I get all my answers through through my dreams. But before that, I would like to start with a little bit of light language. There is a lot of things going on. The energy is getting very intense. A lot of people is going through a lot. Please hang out there, catch up your hats, because I think things are gonna get a little bit more intense when we reach out the energy of October and November. It's gonna be a lot of grief, a lot of loneliness, a lot of things. So the best thing we can do it is find our peace, find our stability, whatever that represents for us. Feeling good, flowing, go for it. We are all different. We all need different things. There is also a lot of people that are feeling a lot of struggle with their bodies, pain, mm, being challenged, feeling very drained, or feeling very high. You cannot hear me? Perhaps as the Facebook change, and I'm gonna off. Perhaps as that. Is it better? Facebook changed the settings, so this is a new setting for me, and I don't know if it's quite working correctly. Just give me a second. Voila! Is the sound better? Do you want me to try with headphones or not? Okay, awesome. So, I'm having, okay, before talking, I think, no, sounds no good. Let me see. My sound is better? Okay, let me see if, hold on, just give me a second. Because my voice tends to be low. Is this better? Yes? No? That's better. Okay. If the sound is better like this, I'm going to try with the headphones then. I'm gonna drink water. Are you guys having a lot of astral travels the way? Sounds good? Okay, great. This is, okay, let's do the light language first. So we align the frequency from all of us together and then allow guys to come through, and then whatever I meant to say today is going to be for the highest good of all of us. So first of all, take just a few minutes of your time to go within and take a deep and gentle breath, and just feel the air inside of you and going out, and allow yourselves to find your own pattern and only focus on feeling. I'm waiting for the energy to be in harmony. My dog is crying. Hold on. Hey, baby. likes to be with me when I meditate. It's a baby. I'll show you. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, cosita. Okay. Make sure you don't make noise, okay? This is part of life, going with the flow. Sometimes when I do things, but then there are other things that just interfere. So go with the flow. This is something that I'm learning. Let's begin, because things are always the way that they should be. So for me, going within, accessing the channel, I use breathing. So let's start with breathing. He's gonna fall asleep in 30 seconds. The energy from all of us, it's very red, so there's a lot of fear going on. So I'm going to focus my attention on the root chakra first, and I'm going to set my intention so you higher selves who are on charge can lead me, so whatever energy must come through to us estas with our root chakra can come through. And I'm getting high priestesses. I welcome them. And I'm going to allow them to speak to me. It feels to me that root, sacral, and plexus will be the chakras that they will be working on. So I'm going to let them begin. Ki ake nasa kutera ki ishki inise koma eki iti nasa ko make iki niki iti ishna. This is a healing circle, and you are all invited to participate in and hold hands with us, including your guides, your angels, your ascended masters. This transmission is going to be healing, starting from your base chakra, and is going to be raising frequency and ascending until all your chakras are in alignment. Set your intentions for what you would like to receive. Kiara tera soro kone kiti ishki esa konena kiara kutro umariki ne irisakti ishki. Kira tara sara kuru kuturu 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 kushiriki idi kira kara tara sara kone kiti usho kutete deku ukute iti iki isaki iti ishki indate. Expanding the base chakra with beautiful red light. Kiara koro toro soroko ni etera ko soroko ne kia shaka. Growing roots of light ko soroko de kira kiara shere kitara kana sarakuru uruku dine. Iki ini eseku ushke aseki ini iti. Releasing the fear, feeling the support for the energy. Era isaki ini iti ishki esako uku ini iti inaya asaki ini ishki. Go within. Any heaviness is going to be released. Akutoro usoroko neki shaka oko ini iti iki ishki. Now grounding the energy. Ocho koe ki iti ine esa ko ake ete eshke esa ake ete ini ki iate ia sako ni iti owa ya ki iti ishna o koe ya te ese koe kai ki inate ish kusumai iti oi andaya ki yasa koe shka ui. Raising at the level of the heart, expanding, beautiful emerald green light. Ila ki ishki ineseku e mai te ishki inea ki te mai ki a te ki araka iniki iti ishaka. Opening the heart, notice you are surrounded by divine healing light and unconditional love in all your chakras, from the base to the crown, from the left to the right, as above as below. Ikiaratera asera kunuku. Ikiara asekini ishki, taking a deep and cleansing breath. And from above the crown chakra, beautiful golden light as a waterfall of light. Ki ini te iasako reki ishki ini asako. Raising the frequency, going up, 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 going down, down, down. Ilia laki arako manene eseki ishki iseki anate. Iminia ki arako osoko initi ishki. Iniki iki 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 amate ishki. Iki anase koteki ishti ki anako rokotorokuso komanekiate. Aura shifting into rainbow now. Kuruturusuru koreki iniki iti ishki inase koma. Hi anea ki iti ishki isekone ki iti. Exhale. Centering your energy from the heart. Ia tia koso koma kini ki ishi ki sako koi kiti iki anaki ishta. Aura shifting into magenta ki inasa ko ki iki initi I. Another color that is going to serve you the most. Holding hands in the circle of white. Igniting the heart center into one pool of consciousness to receive what you need the most. Sukurotoroko sereki. Ah, iki anate isheki ine eseko. India teki amase koneke. Oh, enene tete iseki ini iki ete. Integration with ease and grace and no effort. And as you take the last deep and connecting breath, connect into the heart and then center yourself in the present moment. healing circle is going to remain unbroken for the rest of the session. You may all be blessed. Thank you. Thank you. That was good. That was peaceful, actually. I'm going to drink water. Thank you all for being here. It felt Lemurian and it felt Atlantis for me. I don't know if you guys felt something different. Okay, we are all still connected. First of all, I want to thank all of you for being here with me in this page and in this live today. I so appreciate learning from all of you, and that all of you allow me to do this gift from all of us together, because I receive the same healing and guidance along with all of you. So it's amazing. I don't think I have words to express my gratitude. Yes, thank you. Second, there is a lot of things going on. We have a full moon, and it feels like, from what I'm perceiving, the energies are being divided a bit more than before. I know it has been gradually, so teams are making sides. I think they're making their choices, and we're going into the extreme. And I'm talking about everything. There is a lot of couples having problems, people in their jobs, people within themselves. So there is two sides that are finding a middle point to find a balance. It's all about balance where we are going. That let's say that it is me and me who I'm fighting with. So perhaps the aspect of me that are going to raise are going to come from my shade, from my shadow. So I release hidden aspects of me that I didn't see before, that are still holding me on things that I don't know why I can do this. I don't know why I can get the job that I want. I don't know why I can get the couple that I want. I can be the healer that I want. Perhaps because we'll still have some things that rules our life unconsciously. So those programs are coming up to the surface so we all can identify them, shift them into something new. This is where we are going. Why it's about balance? Because sometimes, like workers, we meditate, we do other things like language, healing, yoga, whatever you guys do, and then it's awesome. But then the other side, it's going to be 3D life, and then when I'm in 3D life, I don't know how to be with my family because it's gonna be Thanksgiving, and perhaps I don't want to go because I don't like how my family is, or perhaps I don't want to go to work but I need the work. So all these battles represent things that are not in balance yet. Whatever that we see in the other side, it is a reflection of something that we haven't figured out. Yes. So this is the two sides that I'm seeing. Energy is going to be a little bit more intense because what I'm seeing, it is that a lot of people waking up. There is more people that are meditating, that are doing spiritual work. So what happened, it is we manifest more energy from the universe, from the cosmos, to be more intense. And you guys can see that as proof on the human resonance that sometimes are off the chart. But that impact, because if we are holding more light, we're going to need we're going to need a bigger container, because right now the struggle comes because perhaps we would like to put a size watermelon in a size of a lemon. So the hurt, it is because the size, it's not in balance yet. So what we need to do, let's say that right now we are the lemon and we want to integrate a watermelon thing inside. So what we need to do, we need to do that the watermelon change shift in a way that we understand it, but at the same time, the lemon needs to shift. So perhaps they both become orange. Sorry, my guys always give metaphors. I hope this makes sense. I'm gonna try to explain another way. Perhaps I would like to be a doctor, and this is what I'm supposed to do. But let's say that in one night I want to integrate 10 years of 5 of university and then other 5 being a practitioner in a hospital. It would hurt, it will struggle because I didn't allow that time for that knowledge to be integrated in me, so my vessel will shift so I can become the doctor that I would like to be. So right now, we all would like to become things. More enlightened, more peaceful, more gifted, more abundant, more loving, etc., etc. But in order for us to get there, balance must be achieved in through all the elements that needs to play out so we are there. New Earth is already there, it's already built. We are the ones that we are not there yet. And this is not because we need to be fixed or we are wrong or feel shame or guilt or anything. It is because there is a process we are all doing little by little so we can hold that 5D frequency 24/7. I hope that makes sense. So every day it's a little bit of the universe give us like an extra shot so we can amplify our vessel that is small because it lives in limitation all our life, and we can be that 5-dimensional being. I don't think no one knows exactly how things are going to play out, because what I'm seeing is different agendas. Some agendas are playing with fear, control. Others are working in different things. So the agenda that we're going to choose is going to depend on ourselves. Whatever we think we would like to be, we would like to go through, is going to be the elements that are going to be playing out in our life. So going back to the troubles, there is a lot of people that I'm seeing in the sessions that can't sleep. They can't sleep because there is a lot of anxiety, struggle, loneliness, suffering, pain. It's so important to sleep, guys. When you sleep is when your body, first of all, restore. First of all, is when the body says, okay, let's do more, let's rebuild the immunological system, let's fix the blood, what's going on with the stomach, oh my God, the brain, or whatever things. Our body, it's the most perfect machine that we know, I think. And I know just a little bit of medicine. It's perfect the way it is designed. Sometimes it does not work perfectly because we do things so the body got confused and it cannot heal us or anything. So if you are in pain, if you feel a struggle, anxiety, can't sleep, insomnia, all those things, or tiredness, extra sleep, it's because there is something that is not in balance on the energy level that the body cannot fix by itself, so it requires our help. Probably the best thing to do, it is go within and say, okay, why can't sleep? Why my mind is buzzing, thoughts, worry, pain, whatever, all the time? What do I need to do so I can rectify that and stop that thing from happening? Even though that thing from happening, it is ready at the bigger picture because it's teaching us something. When we stuck in one pattern for a lot of time, that lesson, instead of being from the highest good, becomes karma, because we're back and forth in the same thing. So the troubles happen when we sleep because we don't have resistance. And it's when our soul can do agreements, can visit past lives, future, have experiences, lessons. I think the soul goes between heaven and earth. So the soul, because it is connected to the consciousness, complement whatever we are doing at the physical level when we are awake. I hope that makes sense. I think dreams are travels. Sometimes it does not mean, let's say that someone dreamed that it was a waterfall of marshmallows. Perhaps it was not marshmallows, perhaps it was something else, but because that's something else, we don't know what is it. Your mind said, okay, it looks like marshmallows, so it's what it's gonna be. That's why sometimes we have dreams that are confusing. Oh my god, I don't know why I dreamed this. So the best way you guys can do so you will understand it is to pay attention to the feelings, because the fact that let's say you dreamed with a snake, it does not mean that it's something bad. Perhaps it is a warning, perhaps it is an entity, perhaps it is kundalini, perhaps it was something else that my consciousness didn't know how to put it, and then say, okay, looks like snake, snake it is, and then we dream like snake. I hope that makes sense. Paralyzed dreams. I know a lot of people, when I started Astral Travel, I got these paralyzed things. Those paralyzed things, guys, don't get scared. These are not entities. This is because your soul enters the body so quickly that it was not integrated evenly. So you want to move, but you cannot, because the body is stuck between sleep and awake. And I know in the medical world, that has a name. It's something that is proven. So don't think that it's some entity or whatever. Other thing that is wrong that people think is when you go outside of your body, other entities gonna use your body. Does not happen. That's all energy thinking. I have never seen that. There is people that change soul, that can happen, but it's because that must be an agreement, but that is a different thing. Other thing that I could say about travels is, do you guys have any question that I can? Okay, other thing. Hey, we all travel. We all astral travel. That's what I think. But we don't remember. When we remember when our energy is that high that we have access to what our soul does in the travels. So perhaps if you see a ghost, it's not a ghost. It's someone that is sleeping, that is traveling, see, hey, what's up? A lot of kids like to do that. Things that you see on the astral travel. Hey, baby. It's not always real. The astral travel is like a different world that it is organized on segments depending on what our soul would like to do. Normally the first astral travels are going to be a shitty ones forget my language, because the soul would like to heal whatever it is blocking us. So we're going to visit past life where we had trauma, wounds, killing, things like that. So we got horrified. Sometimes we could have entities, things like that, but it's because those things may be happening in other planes of existence. So what your soul would like to do is get rid of them so you can go higher. I hope that makes sense. I had all of that. And then, yes, and including sex travels. This is a very delicate theme, so I'm not going to get into a lot of details. But what can happen with those? It can happen that you travel into another life where you have that experience. You travel and that other being will travel, so you will meet in the middle. It could be past lives, it could be other planes, and it could be pleasant or unpleasant. How do I say this? First of all, use your intuition, your logic, and common sense to see why you are having those experiences. Why your soul would like to travel into another life that perhaps you have a sexual partner that it is abusive, let's say. Why are you healing from this life? What it is related? All the things that we dream, that we remember from the troubles, must have some relevance on this one. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in our healing journey or in ascension journey. Like, for example, the other day I was talking to one of my friends. I dreamed that I was in a school. It was another life, it was a parallel life, and then my boyfriend, it was married, but I didn't know. So when I found out he was cheating on me, I was pissed off and I was mad, I think for 3 days. But I knew it was another life. And then I said, I shouldn't be mad because that thing happened in another life. But I think I was clearing that pattern from my life so that wouldn't happen, because in this life, my ex cheated on me. And then my boyfriend before my ex cheated on me. So I think I travel even though that is not happening in this life, so I would heal all those patterns all together about cheating. Does that make sense? And then I needed to go through that grieving emotion, so I'll go dig into my core and then pull it through, so that pattern will never happen, at least in this life. Does that make sense? So a lot of emotions that you may be having, I know some people blame the collective. I have had a lot. I have heard a lot. Oh my God, the collective is so dense. I don't know what I have to purge and heal. Yes, but that purge and heal must be related to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be carrying. So perhaps the density that we see in the collective, we are matching from experience that happened in another life, like cheating, so we're gonna get rid of, so we don't ever happen to us. There is a lot of things that they are not what they seem. I hope this makes sense. Other comment that I would like to say about astral travels. Okay, beings. In the astral travels, guys, you can get lost. And I have seen that to me. Sometimes I don't know how to get back. I have had dreams that I said, oh, I don't live in the ocean. What I'm doing here? I need to wake up. And then in my dream from yesterday, I lost my daughter within the astral travel, and then I didn't know how to get it. Beings, guys, so they can reach to us, they go through the same. Sometimes it's hard for them to connect with us. Like, for example, I know someone that does portals, so what she does is she puts flowers so her guides can follow the scent of the flowers and they can find her, whatever intention she has. And that will make sense because I know some beings, they do look a lot so they can connect with us. Other thing is sometimes it looks scary because they don't know how to materialize correctly, and then it will look all like ghost goofy thing. So one thing you could do is ask, who are you? Show yourself. I can see you clearly. Where are you coming from? What do you want from me? Ask a lot of questions so you know. Like the first time I was seeing Arcturians, that was 5 years ago. They just showed me like a big eye, like an animal eye. And then I said, oh, it was scary because it was new for me. I don't think I even believe in aliens. And I was meditating with angels. It was the only thing I will allow me to explore because I was afraid to be unseen. So when aliens come to me, for me, it was like, oh no, what are you here? Why am I seeing you? I don't like to see you. I don't know what are you. So I was rejecting that for happening, so they would not show clearly themselves to me because I would get scared. And then I slowly took my resistance and I go within, and then I explore. When you see scary things, entities, beings, reptilians, whatever things, Dracos, whatever grays, whatever that you don't like to see, you can, what I do, it's not that I will see connection with them, but if I have to connect with them for something in a travel, I will see, why are you here? Who are you? I don't like your vibe or whatever. But mostly I don't have to do anything because my guides will protect me. I have seen entities trying to reach out to me, and then in 2 seconds I notice that my guides are already doing a circle like that of light, so that entity is being taken away. So in reality, I don't have to do anything. The other day I was dreaming that I got lost. That dream that I was in the ocean and said, oh, I don't live in the ocean. God, I got lost. And then I turned back, and then I saw a man coming to me, but it was an entity. So I started running, and then when I started running, I felt wings because I have a dragon, and then my dragon wrapped me in my wings, and then I wake up in my bed. So they rescue me before the entity could be attached. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if you guys have any other question. I just try to give the basics because I know troubles, dreams, it's a lot of, it can be struggle at the beginning. Let me see if I can read any question. It's okay. Yes. For me, the beings that show themselves very clearly in the astral are the very, very high frequency ones. Yes. I had a lot of those chasing dreams at the beginning. When I had those shitty astral travels, it was like a 5-6 months of training where I met everything. And I think I was not even going outside of Earth. I was traveling in the ether. So what is the ether? The ether, it is the place where all the things we create in our mind exist. You can set your intentions, but astral, it's kind of like a gift. It's not something that you will, you can develop and practice and get an exercise like a muscle. If I go to the gym, I'm going to get very, very muscular feet. But some people have it, some people don't. Like, for example, it's like third eye. Some people will see aura, some people will feel them, etc. We all have different things. I think we all travel, but we are not all aware. I think I had a question. Hold on. Then here it's normal. I don't understand your question. Breathe. Can you do it again, please? Okay. Astral has to be with your Merkaba. So your Merkaba is your aura, the map of your soul that is engaged on patterns. You can do breathing exercises so you can consciously notice that you're astral traveling. And a lot of people in the old times, in the ancient times, they used to practice spinning the Merkaba. That never worked to me. I tried once, nothing happened. I was trying to do it, but then one day I just fell off my body and I was doing meditation, and then I got so freaking scared. Yes. For some people, yes, Brit. That's normal. Like for me, I have dreams with people that is in my courses. We do things in the astral. Like, for example, with the people that request the twin flame drawings, I have seen people that we dream together and we are doing chords, stuff that my soul knows how to do that I don't always remember. Sometimes I remember, sometimes people message me and say, hey, we were together last night, we were in Chile, we were doing a shamanic ceremony, whatever. Sometimes people remember me, sometimes I remember them, but this is kind of my gift. I do things in the astral. I get all my guidance in the astral in my dreams every day. Mostly every day I will dream something different. Like, for example, now that we are aligned with Mars, I'm remembering my life in Mars. So I have been going into Mars and I love it. It's so awesome because it's adventurous. It was a part of me that it was adventurous, and she was a very courageous and brave and mean, I think, and smart, and know a lot of things that I don't know in this one, like shift shape, chip shape. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, morph your physicality. So in my dreams, I'm learning with her how to do it. I haven't done it yet, but this is something that I do. Okay, let me read these. In the other day, we were both in the afternoon. Yes. Look, I have had sometimes beings, entities, ghosts, dead people are gonna come to you because they need help. You can help them or not. Some people do that as a job. That is a very honorable thing. I didn't like it. When I started having dead people, I pray so they will go away. But occasionally I will have dead people that come to me, but they're only the ones from my oversoul. This is another thing that I would like to clarify. In order for someone to reach to you, even though it's a reptilian, it must be part of your oversoul. Yes, shape shifting. Otherwise, it cannot match your frequency. Entities, lower entities, the ones that will attack you, it will be from your oversoul. And it will attack you because you have some pattern that is lower that you're matching. Yes. Like, for example, a few years ago, I think, like 3 years ago, I was in a very dark night of the soul. I even cut my hair very short. It was like, for me, purging myself. A lot of things happened to me, one thing into another. I just felt like running away. And so I was asleep, and then I saw this reptilian. So I opened my eyes, and then I partially see the face, and then I say, "Come closer. Who are you? Can you show yourself?" I always tell that. Can you show yourself? So when it showed, it looked kind of like crocodile, kind of like that. And I say, "Oh, are you a reptilian?" So I asked. I think I was curious. So I asked, and then it just showed the face a little bit. And then I asked, "Why are you here?" And then the being says, "You're doing shadow work. Do you need help in the astral?" And I was, "No, I'm fine. I'm doing a lot of shadow thing. I don't need you, right?" So I fell asleep, and then I closed my eyes and said, "No, go away. I don't need you." So I closed my eyes, and then I opened, and the being was gone. So it didn't attack me, it didn't anything, because I was not afraid. I have seen reptilians and some people that come to me, even some friends. I don't get freaked out. I think they're good and bad reptilians. It's not something that I will seek to do. But if they are there, I think we all have a little bit of reptilian on it, because they provide the mind. I have been remembering things. I haven't write those things yet, but they will have a little bit of them. So then don't get scared if you saw scary things. If you saw scary things in the astral, it is like having a awful connection with some human. Go within and then see what's going on within, so you could manifest that thing from coming true in a dream. Let me see if I can. I'm not seeing your comments correctly because the settings change. Do you know about the star that needs to be thrown in the sea? No, Jerry. Coming out comments congratulates me. It remembers me Atlantis, Jerry. I don't know why. It must be your thing. Look, timelines there are a lot. A lot. Hundreds, millions of timelines. Things are not just fact. There are many truths in between. I hope this makes sense. The truth that is going to be worth it for you is going to be the truth that serves your purpose. But other people are going to have different truths, and they're all valid. Things are not just fact. Like, for example, Okay. The control program to vaccines. Some people will go through because they believe it, because it's what they are vibrant, because they are posting on it, because there are some people that are that would like that possibility to come true, but not everyone. It will go through whoever aligns with that reality. Oh, I can read your comment completely. Yeah, look, Brit, entities can be tricky, and they will try to trick you. So it takes time to use discernment to understand which entity will want to trick you and will one comes from the light. Some people says that you should ask, are you from the light or not? In my case, I ask them, show yourself. Show yourself is like show your truth. There are certain rules at the energy level that if you ask an entity must be truthful to you and then respond to you. But they will try to trick you. They will try to trick you if they are bad entities, trying to look like a family member, like a people you love, like an angel, for example, things like that. So use always discernment. Thank you, Sylvia. How you will use discernment? For me, it was going within and then feeling the energy. If I would feel the energy on my heart, then for me it was like, okay, that's a good entity. If I would feel it in my stomach, that would be a no. Perhaps not because that entity was a lower entity, but perhaps I was not ready for that yet. Like the first time I connected with a mantis being, it was scary because it had big eyes, like the size of the head, and then like things like that, like crab. So I couldn't see it because he didn't want to show himself to me. I think it was a male because he thought I would be scared. That is another good thing. A good entity will never force you to do nothing. They will respect you. So that was a good thing. It was a beam from the light, but I was not ready. So I was asking, show yourself. But the being was hiding because he knew I would freak out, right? So aliens, angels, beings, they will ask you for consent. If they ask you for consent, I will give consent because at least they were respectful for my human essence. And they will ask if they will do some codes with you, some healing, whatever. Beings, they won't do anything that you would not approve, consciously or your soul. Would be different. I don't understand your question, Natalie. What would be different? Just a good question. I'm trying to practice in light language. Yes. Let it flow. Light language comes from the heart. It is the language of your soul. It will come in a form of angel, alien, ancestor, whatever. Good entity will never put you in fear. Exactly. Good entity, a good entity will never do anything that you are not ready to. It will wait until you are ready. It won't scare you. And I had an experience like that. But let me answer, and I will close with that experience that I had with Pleiadians a long time ago. To do light language, practice, 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 because you can learn it because it's within you, but you can practice because you need to trust yourself enough so you can allow it to go through you. It's best when you practice after meditation, and it will serve you to listen a lot of people that does light language because it's activate you instantly. It's awesome. 4 years ago, I think I was in that stage, those 5-6 months when my mediumship started, that I didn't know how to handle, that I had all kinds of beings, good, bad, all, horrible, funny, awesome, etc. So during the day, I had Pleiadians. They do that to me like every 6 months, but I didn't know. So I couldn't see from my eye because my light was seeing a portal. So one eye, it was seeing this reality. In the other light, it was seeing a star. It was like a star beaming light, and then it was a portal throwing inside. And then I could not see, so I freaked out. I couldn't move either. I felt weak, like if I was gonna faint, because I was being worked out. So I messaged a friend, another light worker, to check on me because I didn't know what was happening to me. So my friend says that I had millions of entities, dark aliens. They wanted to put a device on me so they will attack me in the astral, right? So I freak out more. I think all my chakras explode in fear. This is another thing. When people channel, people, beings speak something to you that it is spreading fear, it may not be from the light. But I didn't know back then. So I freak out. My friend says he was killing all the entities that I had. He was describing them horribly. So I will freak out more and more and more and more and more. After 30 seconds, they were gone. And I go back to normal. And then my friend said he was drained about all the work he was doing on me. I felt guilty because I thought I was doing things wrong. My frequency was lower, so I was attracting all that entity. So I felt like shit. I felt bad. I felt, oh my God, I should meditate more. I should stop eating meat. I should raise my frequency, do more practices, etc., etc. So the next day, I saw a family of me that she is a channeler from Archangel Gabriel and Pleiadians, and said, look, Pleiadians says that they apologize to you because they scared you yesterday. They wanted to fix your eye because when you travel, you cannot see correctly. But because they noticed you didn't know they were there with you, they stepped back. They asked if you would like them to come, please give them the consent. But they want you to know that it was nothing scary. They wanted to fix because you have a block in your eye so you cannot see in the travel, but you didn't know, so it was kind of like a bad experience. So when she said what happened to me, I said, oh my God, I'm so stupid, right? And then I laughed, and then I told my friend, yes, they have my consent. Whatever they would like to fix, it's okay, I will allow them. So she said, when you feel something like that, go within and ask, who is it? And then she asked me, were you in pain? And I say, no, it was not pain. It was just, I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't see. And she said, you couldn't see because they were in your eye doing like a surgery. But if you were not in pain, why did you got scared? Hey, Jonathan. And I said, because I didn't know, right? So don't get scared without investigating what's happening to you, whether it is in a dream, in the astral, or in the real life. Go within, ask questions, ask a lot of questions. Perhaps you won't get all the answers, but sooner or later you will be practicing and practicing more until your channel is clear enough that you know exactly what's happening to you. I honestly don't know 100% what's happening to me, but I know before things happen to me. I hope that makes sense. It feels like I go one step forward, what will happen, because my intuition is very good, because I practice a lot. Right? So Sometimes I said, damn, exactly how I dream it, it happened, because my guidance comes to a dreams. But we're all different. Perhaps you won't dream it, it will come through automatic writing. It will come through your aura that you see. It will come through someone else that give you a reading. But always, always practice your intuition. And one question before closing it. How do you practice your intuition? Asking questions and getting feedback from what you feel. For me, you can do muscle testing. You can do allow yourself to sense, to see if what you sense it is love or fear. I hope that was helpful. Yes. Other thing that I want to remind, oh, my baby's sleeping. Go with spiritual practices. Whatever spiritual practices are working out for you, you can select one or two or three and then be diligent. Don't allow yourself to get drained and then be that you just want to run away. We are the manager, the supervisor of our life. Make it work for you. There is a lot of meditations, there is a lot of things online that are free. There is a lot of stuff that is being posted on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube, and all those social media. Go and practice whatever. You don't have to be a master in one day, but just 5 minutes or a minute of your time that you go within and feel your energy and ignite your energy so your energy can grow. It's enough. It's just what we need. And then if you feel like going again into chaos, go within again, but treasure your life, engage with your life, engage with your peace. This is what I'm doing for myself, and this is what is working for me. I'm not gonna say I'm not challenged, because of course I am. I'm human, but things are much easier because all the work that I'm doing for myself. I don't engage like I used to be. I feel like I'm flowing. Sometimes I feel blessed. And yes, being consistent, being persistent, because we are creating new habits, new way of being. And you don't have to be struggling yourself. I don't think it's true when people post, this is what awakening it is. And no, this is not awakening. Awakening it is knowing yourself. It's okay to do shadow work. It's okay to feel like a mess, because you are finding yourself. And it's fine. All those shadow aspects are parts of you that are asking for love. But most importantly, know yourself. You are awakening to your light, to your soul, to your spirit, to knowing that you are God within. And God will not be in worry or in pain. God knows His God. And everything is in divine order already. I hope that makes sense. So go and engage with your God, goddesses within. Treasure your light and allow yourself to light them up your own self. And then through your light, everyone else will be enlightened too. I think that makes sense. Meditation is key, guys, for all of us. Be at peace, practice breathing, codes, whatever you guys do, do it. Thank you for being here with me. I'm gonna try to, I hope the astral travel tips that I give are helpful for all of you. I'm still obviously learning, but I think I'm pretty good at traveling. So I hope that was being helpful. I'm gonna keep practicing all the things that you would like me guys to practice, to share in a live. Let me know other teams, and I will see what comes through. Bye bye. I hope you all have a beautiful shining day. Bye bye.